Are we good? We online? Double check. Yep. No, I asked you to go back, please. Alright. Sorry about that. My internet went offline for a brief second. You'll have to deduce a phrase from the letters flying around and the letters shooting down, finding letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim and left button to shoot the desired letters. The wrong letters will suffer damage to your influence gauge. Your action gauge receives 0, you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should be at the C but wasn't. That must be a crucial point. You can just figure out what that something is. Can you spell the word hair? Oh, A. There we go.
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a sticker on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that...
Her body was in the back.
That makes sense, does it not?
No.
If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why was hair on?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe the room's owner and killer are one and the same.
Makoto isn't the culprit?
Yes.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
I just realized in that position his eyebrows are over his head.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first. Then
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom.
Yeah, because the doorknob.
There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Killer's trying to get in bathrooms. This is. It was code broke.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it first, but what's the key point there? It's a bit more to learn about non-South base. Would you like to learn more? Yes. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up, but no matter how many weak spots there are, there's only one liar contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all the weak spots you see are necessarily false. Oh, I'm trying to look at something from the rotating thing. Right? Yeah, the characters kind of just, their shadow is there and then they pop up eventually. Like, that. I don't know why that happens. They kind of just fade away in there. It's kind of weird. This is the first game, so I can see some things happening. Use a truth bullet on the wrong side. One, not only you fail to refute what they said, but you also lower your trust that one influence gauge will take damage. This is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you'll fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine where weak plots are constituted. Okay. Good luck and have fun. Okay. So what is the thing I need? Bathroom door frame. Okay.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
That's correct.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Yes.
Then the killer ran after her,
Uh-huh.
and they got into the bathroom.
Eh.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door
Yeah.
because Sayaka had locked it.
No.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom was open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
I love that it really looks like her shirt just exploded. Her arms just exploded, the sleeves on her shirt.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
He didn't know the door couldn't actually be locked. In other words, important detail of the scene of the crime was it took place. They didn't know it was in my room.
I got it!
Because of the switch door names.
Killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Well...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yeah, exactly. Tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
This is reality. Stop it.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Stop.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you
don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
It's a fair question.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
I love Sakura's voice.
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
I'm the main character. I know my place.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. The answer is right there. The way Sayaka let someone in because... Hold on. Just gonna double check. Okay, yeah. Switch rooms.
I got it!
Yeah!
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
That was the sound of ice from my cup. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Oh?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to tell you about. Just two of us. Come in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room, okay? Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? Sayaka.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil, and these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Sure.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yes.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh! Pizza, right? I didn't even realize it. Dorm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, that's wrong.
Because the Switch nameplates, you need some pizza.
The nameplates on my rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
The only person who could have switched the nameplates, the only other person who would switch rooms. Killer, me, Sayaka.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just two of us and fine friends come see me in my room. Nameplates, make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword's cause when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. Is this it?
I got it!
Okay.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? What led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. A bit more to learn about non-stop debates, please. Getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting the next debate, you'll have to be loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Just like with weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets, the right weak spots to refute each statement. Coming with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. Press the Q button to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the Q button to cycle through each bullet. Or you can use the mouse wheel. Okay. By the way, logic differently set the kind, fewer bullets will be loaded truth in. For our purposes, this kind of stuff is set to mean. Anyway, good luck and have fun. Oh boy.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
No explanation of a certain part of the sword. Okay, it's the sheath. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong.
Okay.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
Yes.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Just realized Fumi's the only one with the backpack on.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Water turns off at night.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Not every criticism is an attack on your appearance, Toko.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because certain regulation that talks about it. Water's off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
That hair better be dyed because that's the only reason you shouldn't be doing that.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the kitchen knife would have had to have been the one without the sword.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Yep.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Don't act like you're enjoying this. What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
Celeste's voice is amazing.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying, And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
That's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
If it means not dying, then I think he would be.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. Totally forgettable for a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now. Hurry up and decide who did it! Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Horrible hero's hair look. They could have just had it laid down like dreadlocks.
Oh yeah, let's decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously I'm committed to find out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. There is something left. Dying message. Yeah! It's the dying message! It's the single obvious one!
It's easy just to say hey, but there just aren't more clues, right?
It's almost as the numbers look like something else! I've been holding it back this whole time!
Sayaka's dying message.
Obvious!
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
Dying.
The dying message on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood.
The one is very connected.
The killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Oh yeah, that's fair. I thought they were gonna go to other places. Left index finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to...
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do numbers mean? 11037?
Side down, Hina, please.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Thank you, Kyoko.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just a look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more one letter?
It's almost like you can see the line connecting it.
Ah, you're right. The connecting there. So I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
Yep, that one brain cell finally worked.
But even if that really is an N037, does it make any more sense than before?
Flip it upside down, sucker. You're smarter than this, please. Damn, it's no use. I just don't know. Really?
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Thank you, Kyoko. Huh? Rotate it. It could... I think maybe I could see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Yes.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
Cause it's in the clue, Hina, please.
So, whose name did she write?
It's almost like Mr. Makoto's the one who
Here's
did
my
it.
answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon!
What?
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
It's a very comic book style of sprite
No,
there.
it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
Yeah.
The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence Leon tried to get rid of, the thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? Yeah, the ripped sleeve.
I got it!
Yeah, this.
You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them.
Yeah, a lot.
And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
Yeah, you are, Miyake is, and Hiro is. Fair
That's
point.
right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine.
It almost... Is it really a white button-up? It looks like a white jacket.
With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
Oh yeah, I see the cuff on the thing. Never mind. They just decked it
You're
out
right.
really well.
That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the white button shirt, which killer was aiming to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out how it was disposed of.
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right?
Actually, you could reach it.
And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
You could hit the switch, Mr. Ultimate Baseball
You need
Star.
the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
I like the little extra lines.
Interesting.
No, it's wrong. There's another way to use the incinerator without being the one of cleaning duty. That's exactly what proves Leon is the real killer. It's almost like it's your ultimate talent or something. Shattered crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
That's right.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
Oh, wait. I guess that wasn't it.
Shoot!
Okay.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Yeah.
So the only one who could get to the
I thought it was the only
incinerator
one
was
who could get to the incinerator.
person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
No, that's
No.
wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but
But how would you use it?
You throw it. Said, roll a divine with it. It's
got
ultimate bowling star.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
What you could do, couldn't
Through
you?
that, through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I was certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be
It's
impossible.
almost like you have an ultimate talent that helps you with that.
Absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Would have been much of a challenge for anyone because he's the ultimate baseball star. Wish they had an
because the
ultimate
killer
bowling
is the
star.
ultimate baseball star.
Isn't that right, Leon? Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong. I'm telling you.
You still won't admit it? Okay then.
Your name was written on the wall.
Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing argument's about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yeah. Every case, one last element to bring the class trial to an end is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll complete a summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events and style of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic private truth panels. Also, if you take aim in the missing section, press the left mouse button. Holy cow, you get a hint! It'll lead to a breakthrough. So good luck, have fun! Okay. It goes right to left, okay. Alright, I have to, okay. There are more things. So it is behind him. Oh, nope, wrong way. He blocked it. Took a wrist. The wrist got injured. She dropped the knife. Or I guess, yeah, that works. Okay. Just broke the door. She tried to open it. She turned herself in there. Yeah, she dropped it. Doesn't really fit anywhere. Hold on. Killer countryside attack. What do they do next? guess this fits? There's way back from a logical way they could have done this. Was the screwdriver. And then it's a really crazed face they got going on there. And this. Then she died. Took a lint roller, cleaned everything up. Then took the glass ball, threw it, took the shirt, threw it, and threw it.
Here's exactly what happened.
I
think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
Okay.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife,
that face is so creepy,
and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
Talent that he hated came to bite him in the ass.
Crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Well, I wonder if they revealed it in the background, and they're just gonna reveal it there.
Right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence?
Yet your name is written on the bathroom wall. First bullet time battle's about to begin. Please explain. Oh no. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent will simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When that happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We refer to as bullet time battle, aka BPT. Okay. During bullet time battle, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with rhythm. Match the button presses the tempo marker as you move across the screen, reach center. Oh no. The right mouse button to lock on to opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you locked on with the right mouse left mouse button as your tempo marker reaches center. Use the method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively, you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate tempo up. On the flip side, you keep missing, you'll get tempo down situation. When tempo changes, so the timing of hitting each button. So watch out for that. Enough damage is done to your opponent, their weak spot statement will appear. It's already revealed in the thing because of the tutorial. At that point, you'll press left mouse button to shoot with truth bullet like any other statement. Okay. If you get the statement fast enough, you'll come out victorious. Just like before, your influence gauge reaches 0, run out of time to fail. Well, good luck and have fun. So I may be
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Must use something in their own to remove the screws. What could it have been?
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
I have indisputable evidence to show that Leon is the killer. I need to find that out. What Mondo said earlier was actually very helpful. Oh boy.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid.
Decided to hit them
you
both.
Lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie. Shut up. Shut up. Stupid. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid.
Final strike.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
You used your toolkit. Mondo said none of the boys else used it.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove that.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh?
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
Oof. That's ominous image.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Oof. That's a spooky image. Did it. Now should be the time to mention. Yeah, I may be a music person, but I was never. I was a vocal person, not an instrument person. 79 coins! What's a
Looks
mistrial?
like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited!
Yay, someone died! Another person
Will you make the right
murdered
choice
another person.
or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Who is it? Okay, it just shows the thing.
Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawada.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
What the hell's wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
Okay. It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One right second you'd be standing here. It's a complete chance I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
Expect me to just accept my death? Everything's come clear. A decision we made was right after all. Now that when I think about it, honestly it'd be better off if we were wrong. Looks like Ifumi has pigtails, sorry. Because if he did come up with the truth, it's Otto. The truth that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. It was her. Her in the video had something to do with me. Couldn't imagine. Now we're trapped in here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here! Ugh. The one thing more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have something like that happen to them. And Sayaka.
I did whatever it took to reach that dream. Even things that weren't so unpleasant.
That was why Sayaka, for the friends meant so much to her. That's why she betrayed me. That's when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. That's why she talked to me in the first place. I guess I'll never know. There's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that.
Boy, howdy, entertainment must sure be terrifying, huh? To try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
Phew. I understand, I really do, yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, and love, those feelings stronger than despair when they collapse.
Stop screwing around with us. All this is your fault. Sayaka was forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged towards Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched into my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron strong, but I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make our enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it!
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, so you might silly reveal the identity of the killer during the class trial. The blackened Leo Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice, I had to kill her!
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself from the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was that self-defense? You forced your way into the bathroom, did you? Or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your room. And you came all the way back and broke into the toolkit and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, and you chose not to. Is that not because you had unclouded intent to commit murder?
So,
that's not... Stop it. I had enough of this.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your person Sayaka, do you understand?
I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I didn't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him!
Huh?
Say what?
If it weren't for you, none of this would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Oh, did you awaken your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Or is that the kind of justice that's awakened in you?
Just shut up.
Okay, well, anyway, more importantly...
Chills!
Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now!
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay for the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Oh!
Here we go. Thousand blows. One of the worst ways to go because you don't die instantly. Yep. Oof. I do like when it's a bit more artistic and they don't show the body. I'm a bit of a horror fan. Yep, that's everyone's face, as I expected. Also, that was the true face of despair. I mean, we can't call it that. What else can we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right now, out of control.
What's going on?
I can't take it.
Take this anymore? Do we really have to keep doing this? I can't take it.
Well,
hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear you cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
And fuck you! Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like sort of dark, awful secret society type guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, the awful secret society type bear.
Well...
So why are you putting such an upstanding young citizen like me through this grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to sense of something that doesn't make sense. It's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think that's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
You piece of shit! Don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass to the ground.
Woohoo, you must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened, and decided more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You are to blame.
Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. We're trapped in this insane place.
You're trapped, are you? I'm sure that once you all learn the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it wonderful how we all get to live here forever.
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel there's some deep meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's get to the Beckon's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Ooh, sorry. You said everything I got to say. I need to save some fun for later.
And just like that, he was gone. He left us there overwhelmed by the nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we all stood there for a while, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't long, I think. Everyone just lost sense of time. We all were too scared. Scared of being alone. No one tried to even speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. It was in that moment.
just a second.
Can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered in my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You really want me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never crossed my mind. It feels such a fool being such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka will know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
so...
The fact she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left the message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure if she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It was almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the death of your friends, Sakura and Neon, and keep
Correct.
moving forward. Without something like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sakura, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you choose the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Just kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Oh. That hurts. That hurts. Chapter 1 to survive. The end. Oh boy! Yep, 12 of us left. To be continued. Right now! Oh, spare bat. Oh, such a great present. I will give to no one. Yes. Let's do the third. Yeah. Let's just go to bed. Just look around. Oh. It's gone. She's really gone. It's almost like there's never anything here to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence disappeared without a trace. It's just like you said. After the class before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I almost forgot, since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted smiling faces is enough for me. After all, no one wants to take a look at rotting corpses every day. Can't be good for your health.
I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka or Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I just have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was about to go and they drag you. Taka, he is mourning the death of his friend. We all are. Can you chill for 5 minutes? Read the room. Sorry. So what happened? Was your room all fixed up like you said? I urge him to be hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom. King, that is not the kind of...
Hey, come on.
Jeez, that's fucked up, man. Why would you even say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. It's like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
It must be tough being here with her hanging in the... Getting this isn't gonna help anything. I'm sure we'll find a way out of here. Everyone just check to get back on track. Literally, can we do this? Give it a day. Or just let people... That's sad. Already. I could make the first move to get her.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself. I'll be calm like...
Are you okay with this?
The man is much more powerful than we ever suspected. It defended and modified its They Monokuma, which seems incredibly, and they provide execution.
Honestly.
Everything has been to the last excruciating. This is not your end. So what are we supposed to do? It's the only to just around you and win the game. Kill anyone. Us killing him ourselves
Instead, right? Yourself, you're a full-fledged masochist.
Listen, not you, not Sakura. The mastermind is the one responsible for everything. No choice. In the end, it's Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't put your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it on the mastermind.
Dong, bing, bong.
Does he say anything different?
This as such, soon the doors to the dining hall. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you. See you? That's about how much I can see you, even when you... Now, remember that others is a your actions of everyone. Sweet dreams, everyone.
Was that just now? It was our fault that happened. I get. Oh, the tense matinee day we saw the classmates Sayaka. This is certainly just Jack boy's life in despair. Oh boy. Monaco is normal. You know, he called us all. We're all practically frozen in Monaco decided.
Oh, your arm down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way up and way out. Just muscles a little strength. Yes.
Stuck inside. Don't sweat the die of fighting agony for.
So?
Why did you call us here? Guys?
I say, exercise makes you laugh. The secret of salvation in the Empire Dark can be yours. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's really cool.
I have that kind of free time on my hands.
Nice.
I over.
What the heck?
God.
He'll post me a few states when you showed up. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some more.
Hey.
Investigate. When you're done dining, wow. Of course. Now, seeing everyone, seeing. I mean, oh, there's check there. Now, think about. Well, leave this cool to you. Where's the next thing? Good. That's the store. What's in here? This looks open. Should look around the school first. Okay, fine. You need to go in the world. Well, the only other place that could be open up here is the thing. Is there a thing in the inn? Yeah. The Spare Hotel. I'm in. Oh, come on. Fine, we'll go up the second floor. Ah, jeez. The gate blocking the second. Look in the stairs has been opened up. Is this what Monica meant by a new world? So what's up there? This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure about this. There's gotta be something in here. Let's check boys' bathroom. Oh. This is where the bathroom cleaning supplies are stored. I don't see anything useful in here. Alright. Excuse me for being thorough. Didn't even give me a nice coin. Check out this classroom. What's he? It's a butterfly room. Baby is sleeping. Please be quiet. Look at everything. I know it's pointless, but I can't stop looking at the clock. Even if the time was wrong, with no way of knowing. I really don't like that. I got so many night points. Spend in the store. Surveillance camera. Watching him to move awake. I was over here. This one in the monitors. Monica appears right now. It's just showing show Chris. If I break it, Monica can punish me.
I see.
This was what we meant by a whole new world. I should probably take a really quick look around. Okay. Nor anything over here. Windows, or lack thereof. Guess I shouldn't be surprised, but it's on the second floor too. The windows have the same metal plate covering as them. Nice. Yay, nice, we're stuck in here. Baby is sleeping, please be quiet. I wish I could look at the chalkboard. Leave the area? Yeah. Meow. Ooh. It's me. I don't feel like talking to anybody. There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Looks like the library's been neglected for a long time. As nice as the school itself is, who's in charge of the upkeep must be lazy, strange. Nice. Shelf packed high with books, but looking at it, the whole thing's incredibly dusty. It's like neglect for a long time. Yeah. More coins. Give me more coins. Alright. Even though it's a prestigious high school, they're pretty careless about keeping it nice. Speaking of nice. What's this? Shelf is covered in dust, but the shelf on it is a letter. What is this? Hope's Peak Academy.
Indeed.
It's buried under a thick layer of dust. Must have been sitting there for quite a while. Shall we see what's inside? We shouldn't read out the people's mail without permission.
Is that right?
What we shouldn't do is leave this out here without finding out what's inside. Okay. I broke the seal and dusty and pulled out a single sheet of paper of what I found. And folded paper of what read what was in there. From Hope, the Hope's Peak Academy's executive office. Throughout the years of youth, when we in sport. Our graduates enter society ready to take on tackles in every major job. Hope's Peak Academy district necessary. That being said, this the personally and for the help of sport over the years, Peak Academy stopped functioning as the school. It doesn't appear to have happened recently. So if he has this saying how really performance close cool thing about this.
So in other words,
Must be part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place and execute people with potential be capable of anything. Of course, it's all assuming this is real.
However,
if it is real, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students is because the school has already been closed down. That would be a simple, nice solution, it's true. But then what about the other part? The decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control made it necessary. But there's no mistake, it's not the end of Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen the doors. What do they mean by serious issues? It would appear that why the school had to close. Is there any connection to that and what's happening to us right now?
No.
The two facts events are in fact connected, uncovering the details. That out and why they imprisoned us all here. That'd be enough to get us out of here. Or kind of archive. All I saw in there were old books and files. I'm starving for